Hey kiddos, welcome back. Today we are covering the last little bit of Unit 7. This is reversing pH and pOH. Not sure on the page, but hopefully around 48. Okay, so we're going to just jump right in and we're going to get a couple of formulas. Remember I said yesterday or the last video we watched, we have two more formulas? Well, here they are. We have two formulas that we're adding, 10 to the negative pH and 10 to the negative pOH. All right, very simply, it's very easy to do. You're either going to use the inverse log button or it could be second log depending on kind of how your calculator looks at it. But it should be very simple and very straightforward. All right, so let's jump in and see if we can't work a couple of these examples and then we'll get to our homework. All right, so we're looking for hydronium ion concentration and we have pH. So our formula, hydronium ion concentration, is equal to 10 to the negative pH. So we've got 10 to the negative 2.55. All right, so let's talk about how to do this on a calculator and how to do this on an iPad. So first, a calculator. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to hit second log. All right, and the button that should show up there is like a 10 to the X for most of you. It might be like a little 10 to the caret looking thing. Then you're going to hit the negative sign, not subtraction, then 2.55. All right, then hit equals. That should give you your answer. On your iPad or iPhone, depending on what you're rocking, all right, we have to type it in reverse if you remember. So we're going to say 2.55, right? Then we're going to hit that negative sign. Okay, so we've got our negative sign. And then you're going to hit the 10 to the X button. All right, 10 to the X button. And you should get, when you do both of these, the answer you should get is something along the neighborhood 0.002818, right? All right, so 282, because we're going to put this in scientific notation. And to just quickly review scientific notation, 1, 2, 3, we have one number to the left of the decimal, so 2.82. And how many spots did we move it? 3, so we're going to say negative third, and then our label on it is molarity. All right, awesome. Okay, hopefully that works for you. Let's go ahead and kind of work this next problem out that's a little more advanced here. Okay, so this time we start with pOH. All right, pOH. And we're going to pH and kind of all the way down. All right, so let's start with the easy one, right? How about this one? If we know pOH, we know that pH plus pOH equals 14, right? So we can go ahead and plug this in for pOH. So we've got pH plus 4.12 is equal to 14. So subtract 4.12. Subtract 4.12. This is going to give us our pH. And we've got 14 minus 4.12. And our answer should be 9.88. So while we're right here, we can actually go ahead and figure out if it's an acid or a base. Since our pH is above 7, we're going to say this is a base. Awesome. Okay, let's roll on and now we can go from pOH to our hydroxide ion concentration, because we know our hydroxide ion concentration is equal to 10 to the negative pOH. That's one of our new formulas from today, right there. Okay, and we know our pOH, so we've got 10 to the negative 4.12. And remember, typing it in, depending on how you're typing it in, you'll use something like this or something like this. So we're going to go, for me, I'm going to hit second log and then negative 4.12. And we should come up with 0.000, looks like we got 4 zeros, 75858, right? Your calculator may put it in scientific notation for you, and that's awesome. Mine did not. So let's go ahead and put it in scientific notation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to move it 5 places. So 7.59 times 10 to the negative 5th. And that's my molarity there. All right. And let's finish this out. Let's do one last one. Let's find our hydronium ion concentration. Again, there's a couple of ways we can do this. I'm just going to practice using my inverse log. So we've got 10 to the negative pH. All right, so my pH, 10 to the negative 9.88. So again, second log, negative 9.88. And this one, it put it in scientific notation for me, which makes me happy. 1.32 times 10 to the negative 10th. And there's my molarity. And there we have it. We are done. All right, see you next time.